Hey guys, and welcome to yet another cast of Salt. With you today, we have a cut down.
Feels very lonely in here.
The cut down edition of the crew here. We can all fit into the one picture frame. We don't have someone sitting way in the background to just go like, "Hi guys, I'm here too."
Hi, I'm back here.
So with you today is just my wonderful co-host Adam.
Hey.
And me, Ben.
My God, are we reviving the movie podcast?
Yeah.
Is this what this is?
we just switched over from movie podcast to just general podcast.
Jesus.
Okay, so our usual spiel. If you're watching on YouTube, check out some of our other stuff. We've done a lot of Let's Plays in the past and a little bit of new stuff as well recently with a little bit of Mega Man coming into the mix. Adam has done some pretty cool tutorial-y first views of
Anthem.
I'm
actually really excited about that.
Which
Oh man, I
is
forgot.
really
We should
cool.
talk about Anthem as well.
We're going to talk about Anthem. Don't worry. It's okay.
Oh, I forgot about that one. I wrote a list of topics down and forgot Anthem.
And then yes, and per usual, jump onto our Discord, check out some of our just check out some of the channels we have on there. If you're into D&D, if you're into Smash, those are our current two main channels, I'd say.
Oh man, they're hitting those channels are fire. I mean, everyone's piling in on their D&D and Smash. Holy shit.
But if there's anything else at all that you want to talk about, just jump on. There's quite a few people on the general channel now, so just jump in and get the conversation started on whatever it is that you want to talk about. But let's get straight into the swing of things.
Yes.
I think you can start us off with your touch on Anthem, which you already kind of mentioned.
Yeah.
What else have you been up to?
So I've been on a boat for the last 9 days.
Oh, that's right.
I've been on a boat. Cue Andy Sandberg. I didn't have Wi-Fi. I didn't pay for the upgrade. I was like, you know what? I can go without the internet.
It was off the grid.
I can go without the internet for 9 days.
That's what I did as well.
I can just sit in a spa. That's fine. Don't worry about it.
Don't need to communicate with the
no
world.
one needs it. Ben was also on the cruise
Same
with me.
cruise, yeah.
He absolutely bought Wi-Fi. He was like,
I cannot live without.
Yeah.
Inject the internet straight into my veins.
Yeah, I know that boy cannot live without internet. But yeah, so I was disconnected, and then I came off the boat.
How does it feel? How does it feel to be disconnected?
It was actually pretty good.
It was nice, isn't it?
Having said that, though, I feel like an addict because every time our boat docked in like some port, because all it went up to was started in Sydney and then went up to like the Great Barrier Reef.
Yep.
And then came back again.
Yep.
And it docked in Brisbane halfway, and then docked in like Airlie Beach, which is near the Great Barrier Reef.
Yep.
And I went out to Whitsundays as well.
Okay.
Which is really nice.
Yep.
So, but every time the boat docks, you like obviously come in contact with the land.
Yeah.
And then you get internet access again. So I felt like a heroin addict because every single time I'd be like, "We're docked."
Okay.
Internet on.
Use as much internet as I can
my
possibly
gosh.
use.
It was every time. I was like, I feel bad because every time like I'd wake up and the boat's like, yeah, I can check Twitter now. You're on a like, Adam, what are you doing?
I actually managed when I went on the cruise with Chris and that. I managed to just stay off entirely for the 11 days. Like even when we docked, there would be
Brave
Wi-Fi
man.
available. I was just like, I can't be bothered connecting to this Wi-Fi. Make do without.
You're bigger man than I am. but yeah, it was quite refreshing. However, I feel like I missed a big thing because I got off the boat and Twitter. I checked. I was like, cool, back in Sydney. Click the little birdie icon. My feed came up and everyone's talking about Apex Legends. I was like, what the hell is this game?
What is this? Okay.
So yeah.
It's cool. We have a whole section dedicated to that, so we can talk Apex Legends to our heart's content soon enough.
But yes. But first, we'll get to Anthem. So
Yeah.
basically, before I went away, made a few videos on Anthem. That was during the public beta. I also did a faux pas and released 2 parts. And the end of the second part said, "There's definitely gonna be a part 3."
Like, you wait for it.
And then the beta closed on me. I was like,
I promise you, I will do a part 3. Adam,
Yep.
100% guarantee.
And I was like, "When's the public beta
Take
open?"
my word for
The
it.
public beta is open on the weekend that I'm on a boat, and I was like, okay, part 3's coming when the game comes out. Apparently, I made a big mistake on that.
I
one.
apologize.
But
people.
no, some cool little first insights about how the game like how the first, I think it was episode 1's like the first mission and kind of rolling around, and number 2 is like a very quick little video on how you customize javelins and things. It's quite number 2 is a bit different to what I usually do because there's not many jokes. It's actually like showing people how things work. Because it's definitely it's a different take on a game. We've seen before, like like Destiny. And I think they've tried to make some different design decisions in certain parts.
Yep.
And it almost feels like Mass Effect-y in certain ways of like, it's a third-person shooter.
Yep.
Which, I mean, like Mass Effect's almost that kind of that weird timing. It's not quite...
Yeah.
It never felt quite like real time.
Yeah.
Because you can also stop.
You can slow things down, target. You can like strategize and whatnot.
This game doesn't really have.
Okay.
But it's more to... It feels more like Mass Effect with the customizations and also... It feels very much like a BioWare game, which is cool. Like I really like that. I was like, yeah, cool. I'm feeling you could ask me who made this, and I was like, it feels like BioWare or someone that was ripping off BioWare.
Next thing in a month's time, we find out a lawsuit. BioWare throws a whole lawsuit their way. It's like, oh, okay.
Yeah, but that was cool. And then they famously, although I kind of like took shots at him for it, which was saying that like, advertising the game saying like hashtag no loot boxes, and I was like, motherfucker, you're EA. Like you made loot boxes evil.
This is
like
your thing.
This was you. This was Battlefront. Yeah. What are you talking about? How could you possibly claim that you're like, we're bucking the industry trend. We're not putting loot boxes in this one. You are the trend.
We are bucking the trend that we created.
Yeah, I was like, you don't get a free pass in that one. But there is no loot boxes.
But that's a good thing.
You can buy things with there are microtransactions from what I can see because in the private beta they gave you some coins just and I guess that was in-game currency. You might be able to earn them. I'm not sure. Didn't play it through enough.
My guess would be exactly that. You can earn them in-game very slowly, or you can buy them and spend.
So you unlock loot.
$10 to get 100 in-game.
New aesthetic pieces of armor, but you can also go to the unlock column in your customization screen, and then you can pick the one you want and go buy for 400 coins.
Straight up buy it. Yeah.
Which you kind of like, this suit looks cool. I'm going to buy this, and this, and this. And then that's what you get. And I was like, I'm fine with that. Even if somebody wants to, like, day one and they're that making that sweet stream Twitch money, they're just like, you know what? I need to be the coolest dude out there and buy my shit immediately.
Yeah.
If they want to
then go for it.
They want to buy 20,000 coins and buy everything or buy all the cool stuff. Then
by all means,
whatever. That's your call.
It's up to you.
But realistically, like, as long as you can get enough coin, as long as armor comes in drops, and as long as coins come at a reasonable enough pace, so it's not going to be the infamous Battlefront 60 hours to unlock Luke Skywalker. And you're like, cool, that's absolutely unfeasible.
Yeah.
Then sure, like if you want to get everything day one, but realistically, if it's going to be like, play a day, and then you'll have a good piece of armor cosmetic armor that you will like.
This kind of throws back into
playing the game anyway.
This kind of throws back into our previous podcasts where we have talked loot boxes, where we have talked microtransactions, and it's exactly the points that we've made before in saying if you implement it well, there's no harm in microtransactions. There's just if you give people the option to buy everything that they want to buy, but also the ability to unlock in-game everything that they want to buy, and also if it's not going to be a pay to win sort of a situation where you just get better shit by buying it, then there's no harm in it. It's a good system to have in place.
When we are talking about cosmetics, there is definitely a balance of like, obviously, it's still unfair to say, oh, well, it's only cosmetics. It doesn't affect your gameplay experience. But still make everything like pretty much
very
paywalled,
difficult,
and you can't get it.
Yeah, then that's
unless you're putting hundreds and hundreds of hours in.
Yeah,
like that's just
that
not
doesn't
feasible.
make sense, right?
But realistically, like if you are if you play a moderate amount of time in the game, and
let's say something costs 200 coins, and if you play well in a game, you get 30 coins. I'd say that's in the space of what's that?
You'd play like maybe
six games, 7 games. Well, you can unlock something.
Which to me is like that's me at moderate level. That's maybe a day.
Yeah, like and that's not
maybe
a
2
bad
days depending on how much time
amount.
you have.
Yeah, exactly right. And when it comes down to it as well, as long as Anthem or whoever is going to be consistently releasing new cosmetic things, it's not like you're not going to get people that are just playing and then after like 3 months they're like, oh, I've played well enough and consistently enough, I've bought everything, I now don't need to get any more cosmetic stuff. Like, and every game that I've played recently in that fashion that does have cosmetic upgrades always does release new and different
and all the I should say as well, similar to Destiny, all the class upgrades and the actual things that give you different weapons, different mods for your javelin suits, all that kind of stuff, that is all based on
experience,
power and level, which is exactly the same as Destiny, where it's like power rating is like the combination of your attack and defense, all the stats, which is just this little overall number of how strong you are. And then there's your level, which you get by by playing and getting experience. Generally, you hit level cap. The reason they have these two systems generally is because to stop people, say if the game is extremely lucky, it gives them like all this cool shit like right off the bat. They drop into their day one player drop into a versus match, or in Destiny's case, or just drop into a story match, and then they're just handed an exotic weapon. And you're like, cool. So now I'm fucking great, and then that removes a lot of the challenge. So what they do is they often say, yeah, well, you know, like that exotic weapon, you have to be level 15 for that. So it might take. So it's a way of forcing the players to experience the story
to progressively get
in a progressive manner.
It's that story progression that you need.
Completely reliant on the game's RNG, and then the second hit level cap, which realistically, you hit level cap almost the second you finish the story mode. Basically, that's the idea that or even before, like you basically that's when you hit level cap, and then off you go, RNG, pray to Jesus, and then get your stuff. Like that's. And that's very similar to Destiny. Even very similar to stuff like WoW as well. So far looks like a good game. I'm excited, and after playing a little bit of it, I will definitely get it.
Like seeing your videos, I'm legitimately excited for it. Like,
absolutely, join my clan, Benny Man. Join it. Actually, that's the thing I was going to bring up as well. There's no PvP. It looks like in this in Anthem, but it does, however, look like a game that will be infinitely more enjoyable with playing it in a clan. You can play it independently, but like I played Destiny 1 majority by myself, and that's kind of why I fell off. And then I got my shit together in 2 and got into a clan that I played with. Try to be as regular as possible.
It's significantly more enjoyable that way.
And then I had way more fun and had been in Destiny for way longer.
You have more fun. You do better. You do significantly better when you have a coordinated team that you communicate with and you collectively decide on what to do. But yeah, no, definitely keen to. It's just I don't know. It kind of ties into my childish love of all things superheroes and powers and whatnot.
It looks cool. The game looks cool. The game also looks like $1 million. Like the private beta, I was like, well, it's probably going to be stripped back. One of these. But because I think it was basically for load testing, which also totally fucking fell over like the first day. I didn't think they thought, private beta, like we've got these people, we've got these
limited
keys.
number of people.
They can only invite up to 3 of their friends, so they would have a rough estimation
of how many people
are in because it's a lockdown private beta. They didn't account for it.
It
literally died day one.
I imagine they would have had an estimation, but they just did such a bad job of catering to it. They're like, a few, like the 20 servers will do the trick.
And people complaining about it, but really, see, that's what a beta is for. So if you're seeing these failures now, fantastic. Better to see them now than to see them in day one. When you log in, you've paid your $100 and then be like,
better it's now than For Honor.
that is
Honor is back. I just cannot be bothered getting back onto that game just because it got to like when it started. I was just like, oh, I can't play half of these games. I love this game.
I love the story mode. I love playing like
just the battles
local battles with you guys. And the second it was like, oh, now I have to get into a game of online. It was just like, this game is fucking unplayable trash.
I got really good at it. So there was so the thing with that one is there was a couple of game types you could play.
Yeah.
And that was it.
Jewel.
Any of the other ones, you just no chance. And I really enjoyed it. I got really into it. After all, I was just like, I can't keep playing this. Like nothing. Half the time, it'll just drop the game mid-game. You'll be like charging at someone, ready to just well on them. Boop. So yes, good thing the beta is out, working out all the kinks and all the bugs. Okay.
Yeah, so that looks good. So stay tuned on that because I'll definitely be making more Anthem videos.
Any
when the
idea
game comes
when the actual one's going to come out?
out. Yeah, I do.
For our lovely listeners and viewers?
My brain has been atrophying on the boat, but I'll look at it right now.
I no longer need this brain mass.
Yeah, I've been like... that was actually one of these things that I've pretty much stored in my brain of like the release date because I was like really looking forward to it. February 22nd.
22nd. That's not far
So
away at all.
not far. Like
a week and a half.
That is a week and a half away.
Just over a week.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Yes. Very keen.
Yeah.
And just as we're looking it up here, what I can see is a quick screen grab or like the icon of the launch, the trailer, and it's just got 4 people like hovering in
looks
one
so
spot. I'm just
cool.
like, holy shit! That is what I'm excited about.
The art for this game looks amazing.
Amazing.
Yeah. The game legit straight up looks like $1 million. Like I was gonna say with the private beta as well. It just looked like because it was a stress test, they didn't want to cut anything back, and I was just flying around and I was like, holy crap!
Yeah.
Like I'm not playing on a PS4 Pro. I'm not playing on an Xbox One X. I'm playing on a first gen, kind of old Xbox One at this point, and it
still looks good.
Beautiful. I
It
wasn't
looks
playing on
damn
PC.
good.
I was playing on what would be considered one of the lowest specs you could play this game on.
Yeah.
And it still looked amazing.
Yes.
It was so cool.
So very much excited.
The base class is also pretty straight up Tony Stark. You have the little bit and everything. It's so cool. But yeah.
Sweet. Okay, let's move things along and start
Onto other
on the topic that we initially intended as our first main topic.
Oh well. That's life, right?
So, like you were saying earlier on, you went on your cruise, you came back, and Twitter had exploded with Apex Legends.
Yeah.
I had heard bits and pieces about it prior to, I think, you really getting into it. You and Grant really getting into it yesterday. But prior to that, I even now I haven't played it. I haven't really looked into it. So I'm kind of curious as to what the general gist is, because it does look like my kind of game. And so before I keep ranting, maybe it's worthwhile going into what it actually is.
If I want to give you the most reductive crossover ever, it is definitely your Battle Royale meets your Overwatch. Which I feel that if you're ever going to get into a Battle Royale game, then it's gonna be this one. It's gonna be Apex Legends.
Which is kind of cool for me right now because do you remember how I was saying I was like cutting down on my Overwatch?
I gotta stop Overwatch and Apex Legends come out and you're like,
here we go. Well,
another hero-based Battlefield.
No, but the thing is, I stopped. I haven't played Overwatch for like the last week. I kind of just went. I got to a point I was playing, and then I was just like, I'm kind of done. I'm gonna play something else. Took out the disc because I have the hard copy. Took out the disc, put it aside, put in FIFA, and I've just been like, left FIFA in there. It's just like, as long as FIFA is in the Xbox, I am not gonna play Overwatch.
You just can't put it in. Dude, so this is a very side tangent because I know we're getting off topic, but I've been playing heaps of like Dead or Alive 5 in anticipation of 6 coming out.
Yes.
6 comes out like again in another couple of weeks. And I'm very pumped. I've also been getting into fighting game communities and playing this with them and having a whole bunch of fun. So, I have been practicing a lot, and sometimes like I'm just like doing combo training and stuff, and I'm just like You get to the point where you're practicing,
like,
and
why
you're
am I doing this?
Oh, I need a break. I need a fucking break. And then I started, and this is my greatest shame, I started playing Minecraft again.
I need something else, anything else.
The most brainless.
Anything else.
It's fun,
at
man.
all.
I was like,
no, yes, duh.
Do you remember why this game was like number 1 on the world for like a very long time?
So many people play this thing because you can just do whatever the hell you want to do.
It's one of the most relaxing game experiences I've ever had. And I'm playing on like survival mode with like where you actually have to worry about health meals and shit. Yeah. And even then, still super chill.
Just chill.
Still just like...
You know what you're doing. You're just like, okay, I'm going to build a shelter. Okay, I'm going to do this. Okay, I'm going to do that. Oh, there's that thing I need to stay away from. I'm going to stay away from it.
I've got to the point of like optimizing everything where I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, you've got your little torches to mark out.
Yeah.
See if you get lost, you can follow your way back.
Follow
and
the
do
torches.
this and
See, that's the difference though, right? When it comes
So-
to the likes of Overwatch, when it comes to the likes of, I'm going to assume Apex Legends, when it comes to any battle royale game that you're playing or Destiny, it's like it is intense because you are competitively trying to win against other people.
Yeah,
You're
absolutely.
trying your best to like
and that definitely is the
one
most
up, and it's just
popular style of games at the moment.
and it's good too because like we're both very competitive people.
Yeah.
We are naturally drawn to this.
Yeah,
thing.
absolutely.
And so when you jump into okay, no, my example of FIFA is still a bad example because I'm super
You're
competitive.
competitive with FIFA
I'm
as
like,
well. It's like-
even if I'm playing PC, I still need to like.
I
get
need to
frustrated.
crush
The
them.
amount of times they'll score, I'll be like,
Deep breath.
but then when you're playing the likes of Minecraft, or I just downloaded a Sega Rally kind of a game
Yeah.
recently on Xbox, and I'm just like, I don't care. Like
So whatever.
It's
This
just
is a fun
such
experience
a
for me.
different experience. It's just like I'm just here to play and chill. Not a big deal whatsoever.
I think it's good to have that balance because realistically, and it's funny because like if you look at it, like we literally went from the Minecraft being like the biggest game in the world and everyone playing it, and the majority of YouTube and Twitch and everything
Was
being
all
about Minecraft.
different
Well, maybe
things.
not even Twitch. Twitch might not even
Not
been
at that
big,
time,
might
yeah.
not have even been that big at that point. But then we then shifted into like battle royale,
hell
which
competitive.
is legitimately the fucking
Super-
opposite end
super
of that
competitive.
spectrum.
Yeah. So
Like,
and even just saying that, like even 10, 20 years ago, just what got me into gaming was never a competitive
no, it wasn't.
space. It was absolutely there was challenges. There was always
Yeah.
challenging.
But we didn't have the technology. That's why we didn't
Yes.
have the technology for like 100-person multiplayer battles.
Yes,
That's why
true.
battle royale is the only thing now.
Is more recent. Anyway, we
But yes,
definitely
let's-
tangented.
Apex Legends.
Bring it
Apex
back.
Legends. Apex Legends. Okay, cool. So this game has fucking exploded. I thought, man, maybe I've just been like out of maybe Apex Legends dropped like the day I left, and I've gotten back, and it's been a week and a half, and everyone is like in this game now. No, it's been out for
Oh,
three.
God, no.
It's been out for 3 days.
Yes.
What the fuck? It's so we're looking at an article here. It's hit 10 million players as of okay. We should say days because so it's hit as of Saturday. It hit Saturday Australia time. It hit 10 million players. That's apparently that's 4 times faster than Fortnite.
Yeah.
Which it took 2 weeks to get that number. That's just that's crazy. That is, and you say, oh well, it's a free to play game, so obviously, and Fortnite pumped that up too. Where PUBG, you had to pay money
Buy the
to
game.
get in.
Yeah.
So obviously, people weren't gonna rush into that immediately. It was obviously going to get word of mouth. And those games are obviously the people don't really if you buy that game, people go, well, I've got to get my $20 or my $30 worth out of it. So then they'll play a bit and they'll become concurrent players where people like on Fortnite or Apex Legends might just download the game, play it once and be like,
and then kind of
nah,
leave it for a bit.
and then that's it. But then like EA or whoever are just gonna be like, well, that's a download.
Like we're counting that shit.
But no,
those are good numbers.
but like
okay?
it's a download. Like
Statistics,
10
people.
10 million, baby. Like not 10, okay. And again, Apex Legends. Let's not kid ourselves. Does not have 10 million plays. It does, however, have 1 million concurrent plays at the moment. For 3 days is fucking crazy.
Yes.
They're great numbers, man. That means for a free to play game, 1 in 10 are playing right now.
Yeah.
Which is very good. That's a very good number.
So what I like about the look of Apex Legends is that you were spot on in terms of the mix. It's like it's a Overwatch battle royale, and that's what's appealing to me. Like when it came to PUBG, for example, I've seen it. I've played like a 5-minute instance of it. I didn't really care for it because it was too serious for my liking, if that made sense. Like it was semi-realistic in you find loot, you have to like scavenge for things, and like it's a struggle. It was a struggle for me to see the fun in it, if that makes sense. Whereas this one, immediately see the colorfulness of it. You've got different classes. You've got the tank class. You've got the high damage ninja class. You've got the stealthy class. Like, you've got so many different types of gameplay all brought into this game just due to the different classes that are involved. Like, that's just super appealing for me. Like, I'd love to get into this.
Hey, Ben, I was going to say as well, do you realize, just because we're talking about Overwatch at the same time, do you realize that their skin system has the exact same color coding as Overwatch? It's identical.
I'm not surprised.
I forgot to mention that to you. It's fucking identical.
I am not in the slightest bit surprised.
You've got like the 3 brackets, or like in golds and blues and greens and whatever. And then all the golds are different, but all the greens and the blues and whatever, they're actually the same model but different skin swaps.
Just different colors.
Different color swaps.
Yeah.
I was like, oh yeah, cool. So Overwatch.
That does not surprise me in the slightest. It's just like, here are 5 skins, all the exact same things, just a different color.
Also, the but Benjamin,
and then you get the legendary skins.
But Benjamin, the loot boxes are actually triangles. Not cubes.
So they're not boxes.
They're pyramids.
They're loot
not
pyramids.
Cubes. They're loot pyramids.
That's how they got around the loot box issue. Do you know all the laws the countries are introducing?
We have loot pyramids. They're very different.
We've circumvented these laws because we've introduced loot pyramids rather than loot boxes. Oh, that is fantastic.
Interesting that you went for a pyramid, the universal business symbol of a sound investment
that everybody can trust. Oh, that is fantastic.
Oh my god.
Okay.
So
so as much as I'm talking of how excited I am, I have not seen any gameplay yet.
Okay, well, that's
genuinely...
that's interesting you say that, because there's been also news to report that this game has now beat Fortnite on the number of viewers watching Apex Legends than watching Fortnite.
So like on Twitch and...
Yeah, on Twitch, which is, again, a really good number in showing that there is a community behind it, and people are invested, not in just like playing a few games and being like, yeah, that seemed fun, but next. But I'm not going to say thank you next. I fucking hate that. I hate that reference. I was like, that's a perfect time to use the internet reference, and no. But
I refuse.
But
I'm better than that.
I'm better than that. I'm really not, but I'm better than that. So what I was going to say is that it shows the amount of people on Twitch show that there is a community behind it. They're not playing one game and leaving. They're staying around and getting involved in the community and watching it, and it's becoming part of their the games they play.
Yeah.
And the communities they're investing in, which realistically shows that the game will have some form of longevity.
Yeah.
I don't think this is going to be a flash in the pan and people just piss off and just
forget about it.
We're done.
It
might not be as big as Fortnite, because obviously there's going to be this huge rush and then it's going to kind of come down. But
who knows, right?
Who knows? It's a big game.
I don't see why it can't be as big as Fortnite.
I would prefer it to be bigger than Fortnite, because I don't like building mechanics at all. Despite how I just said I will start playing Minecraft.
Yeah, but building mechanics in a competitive game.
Yeah, I think that's my. I'm like,
whereas building mechanics in I can do whatever the hell I want, however I want, in the time that I want, is a much different experience.
But yeah,
no. So I am most definitely keen for it. If it's bigger than my Fortnite, I can see it being bigger than Fortnite. But then just get ready for 10-year-olds to migrate from Fortnite onto this instead. That's gonna be fun, right? I wonder if they could.
This game actually, when I downloaded this game, it said this game's not suitable for people under 15 years old, and I was like, "Fuck off." Your game is going to be littered with 12-year-olds, mate.
Good luck controlling that.
Yeah, no.
It's that porn site. Are you 18 years? Check this box.
Yep. Hey, what's 2019 minus 18?
Yes,
2001? Yep, I'm 2001.
I was born in 2001, not 2010. Sure.
It's a horny 9-year-old.
No, but I am most definitely keen to play this. It looks good. It looks appealing. I say that having not seen actual gameplay. It's just screen grabs and just getting the general gist of what the game
after we
looks
finish
like.
the podcast, we can play some.
Oh, yeah.
Remember that.
And I can see it definitely taken over my Overwatch addiction. If it's a similar sort of vibe and feel in terms of gameplay and look and feel, I'd absolutely enjoy it.
It's also like Overwatch. It's also only squad only, so it's very different to
yeah.
like playing Fortnite, playing Battle Royale, and playing Battlegrounds, where you're just like, okay, cool, I'm gonna jump in.
Do your
I
own
don't
thing.
have friends to play with because I don't
have friends.
And a loser and I'm no friends.
Because I don't have friends.
So I'm gonna jump in and play solo.
Yeah,
and you can't do that. You can, and you're done with matchmaking. And like,
it's a roll of the dice.
But like Overwatch, it is a roll of the dice. If you head with people that don't know what they're doing, like that might make you frustrated. So obviously, like not me, because at this point I'm the dude that doesn't know what he's doing. So like, but especially if you're getting into the game, if you can grab a couple other friends to play with you, and then learn together, that's going to be a way more enjoyable experience for you and way less stressful.
More enjoyable. You'll learn more. You'll progress quicker. You'll generally have better games in a team where you're communicating and coordinating what you want to and need to do, rather than just three individuals just hoping to do the same thing.
Well, I've got a few friends. I was actually thinking about this. Why they might have been like, we're going to be squad only, apart from the obvious, we're mixing this with the Overwatch kind of vibe. And I was having to think about it, but my friends that are really, really interested in battle royale games and still are really, that's the shit that they're playing the most of at the moment. One is our friend Chris, who's been on this channel so many times, and he's all in on Battlegrounds. Still continues to play Battlegrounds.
He's found a couple of other ones with a few mates. A couple
other games as well.
It's weird,
but he's just like, obviously, like I think he's.
There's one called Scum that he keeps talking about.
Yeah,
it's just, I'm like, okay.
I was like, cool. But yeah. But you hit the nail on the head there. He always plays with his mates, his crew, and they go from if they don't want to play Battlegrounds, they're playing something else. They play as a squad, and that's the way he likes it. He's played some solo games, but he's just like, it's just boring. It's just way more boring.
Yeah.
And one of my other mates who plays heaps of Call of Duty Black Ops 4, in particularly, like he plays all the modes and stuff, but he goes really hard on their Battle Royale mode, and he always plays with his squad. Always. And he has more fun that way. And I think that's just kind of telling, where you're just like, well, we could have a solo mode, but really
most people have that preference
kind of
of
like
having
to play with a group and play with their friends. So you could do a solo mode, but you know, it's probably going to be more fun, especially with obviously the hero-based thing, where you've got dedicated healers and you've got dedicated these people. Obviously, it works better in team functionality.
Yeah, where you can again communicate and coordinate.
But it's just funny. They're just like, no, I'm no singles mode.
Having said that, though, like, give people the option. Like, it doesn't hurt to give people that option. So I'm keen to see if this dedicated squad-based approach makes sense and sticks, and people just like, yep, nope, this is it, or people just like, hey, give us the solo option and
just give us just the damage characters.
Yeah,
we try and pick heals. It's fine.
Yeah, but basically give people the options to either, like most other games do it now. Like it's, you can choose to play it on your own, or you can choose to squad up and go in and play.
Yeah.
Like,
well, you can play on your own, but you just
but you have to do a matchmaking. Yeah.
But yeah, I think the last thing we'll kind of talk about here with Apex Legends is the only real kind of, not really blowback. I wouldn't say blowback. Maybe disappointment is the best word of that I've seen in numerous places, is that people are kind of disappointed that Respawn made some good games, made Apex Legends. That kind of means Titanfall 3.
Not a thing.
Probably not going to be a thing for the near and foreseeable future. So I think people were kind of hoping that, and I mean, anyone that's played Titanfall, I played a fair bit of 1 and then got bored, simply because there wasn't enough for me to do when I didn't have mates playing.
Yeah.
Because I was like, I want to do this thing. It was just like, the story mode is just the online multiplayer mode with bots. And I was like, okay,
that's
cool.
no fun.
No fun. They fixed that in Titanfall 2. Titanfall 2 was a market improvement on the series. But again, I didn't buy it. So, but my brother bought it and he loved it. And I think it's been one of these games that has had a really big launch as a franchise.
Yeah.
And then people were kind of disenfranchised with it. and had been slowly growing back and been making good improvements. And they had this kind of like core following, and people were really hoping that they would make a 3, and the 3 would be like this
be all and end all.
That would be like what they wanted
from the get-go.
Yeah, from the get-go. Because it's a really cool concept. And it's a fun game. And the thing is, the core gameplay has always been fun. It's always been like, this tweak here, this bit of design doesn't make sense. Like, and the kind of waters
it's like
down the
slight
overall
improvements
experience.
rather than a reboot of it.
Absolutely.
But yeah, you are right that with the release of Apex Legends, the chances of Titanfall coming out is 0 to slim to none.
Slim to none. Respawn's already said, we're not working on Titanfall 3. Like,
especially because if they want Apex Legends to be good, there's a lot of work to go into it. Like just because it's already out doesn't mean that they're done with it. Like
this game's like an online service.
The games like this, you need to keep fixing shit. You need to keep rebalancing shit. You need to keep introducing new things to keep people interested. You need to keep making it fun. Start doing events. Start doing just random bits and pieces to just be like, because if you just release this and leave it for a month, people will be like, okay, I'm done now. Like, I've played the same thing again and again. I do not need to keep playing this. Like, as competitive as it is, you're going to get bored of playing the same competitive game over and over. Basically, every game as a service does that now. Throwing back to Overwatch that we've talked about already, they do, like, events. They've just done the Lunar New Year. Yeah. So they've done they do a Halloween thing. They do a Winter Wonderland, which is a Christmas thing. They do a summer sports. So every summer they'll do like a Olympics-based kind of a thing where they're releasing specific skins and have specific events and game types due to that. So there always needs to be something fresh to keep people interested. So yeah, this is most definitely going to be their focus. For however long they need to focus on it to make it successful.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to take a bit of work before they can just say, "Oh, we'll let this game run," and we'll obviously downscale the team and make it into just a support team and with new patches and updates and stuff.
Yeah. There's still a lot they need to...
Right now, it's going to be all hands on deck on Apex Legends.
They need to figure out. They're just like, we've tried this new concept. Okay, let's take on a lot of
these
feedback.
Kind of
let's
games,
get a lot of stats and figure shit out.
That's been true. That's been true for the bulk of games of this kind of generation of like day one is only the beginning.
Yeah,
like it's
exactly right.
It's not like how days of the Sega Mega Drive and the PlayStation 1 where you'd be like, well, the game is printed, so
here is the disc.
Here's the disc. That's the game. We're done.
You don't like it? Too bad.
Well, that's what we made.
That is the end of that. You're not getting an update. There's no such thing as update.
The second you could hook your console up to the internet, that just changed everything.
Changed everything.
Oh, well, I shouldn't say that because the GameCube did that and that changed nothing. I mean, the next time they did that.
Okay.
But also, I just want to say as well, because it's going to be a while since Titanfall 3. We're talking too much Fallout on this fucking channel. Titanfall 3, because they got a new Star Wars game in the works, which is Fallen Order, which is set for late this year.
That sounds pretty good.
Who knows? Maybe that game will be good. Maybe EA... under Respawn will release Respawn under EA will release a decent fucking game for Star Wars.
It's really weird for me because I've got such a mixed history when it comes to Star Wars games. Like, I absolutely loved Knights of the Old Republic.
I do.
That was such a fantastic game.
I actually started playing that again recently.
What was the one on Xbox and Wii and stuff? Where you had Starkiller, you're controlling the dude called.
Dude, I just finished those games recently again because I bought them in this huge Star Wars Steam
pack
bundle. Yeah, Force Unleashed.
Unleashed.
One and two.
How good are Force Unleashed?
So good games.
Such amazing games. Like, it is such a simplistic, straightforward, like, there's no exploration. It's just, here is your objective. Destroy everything in your path until you get to it. But it is a lot of fun. And then recently you get... What are we looking for?
No, so you keep talking. I'm just trying to find something.
And then the most recent games, incarnations, where they've tried to introduce Star Wars into the sort of modern day ecosystems of gaming, has just been such big misses, which is really unfortunate.
It's been crazy. Realistically, like in my opinion, and I know this topic, and this kind of we were going to touch on a bit, not too much, but like recently on an earnings call, which is I guess big business speak for, like it's a public call for investors to talk to the CEO about like the earnings, and the CEO fields questions. Is usually quite a big event for companies, and Disney was asked, so Bob Iger was asked, so how are you feeling about the EA partnership and how the game's going? Because, you know, famously, Battlefront 1 and 2 have done pretty shit. Yeah. In fact, Battlefront 2 did so bad, it became public news and people started putting laws in place to stop that shit. That is some real shit, huh? And then Disney went, yeah, we're pretty happy. No, we think it's good. We think we trust our partners and we think they're doing a great job. And you're like, okay.
Okay, so that response is very much a generic.
That's the thing. They trust you right until the day they fire you,
yeah.
right?
It's the no, we're going through some tough times, but all our people are doing great work, and we love the work that we're doing, and we'll stick together and see through this, and don't worry, we'll get there, sort of a thing. And then come end of financial year, we're just like, oh, you lost us money, okay. Goodbye.
Yeah.
So it could either be that, or it could just be the fact that Disney has gotten so goddamn big now. They
don't care.
Doesn't matter.
They're just like, whatever.
Games has never been our space.
No.
We've never really.
Well, he even admitted that. He's just like, we've never been good at publishing. Disney has never been good at publishing games. They've made some decent Disney games.
They've never cared for it. Like, it's never
really
been a big thing. But if you think about it now, the amount
even stuff like Kingdom Hearts, which is like the most famous Disney-esque games, got all the Disney properties, not made by Disney.
Yeah.
That is licensed properties that Squaresoft have got.
Yes, exactly.
That's
right.
like not a Disney game.
There are some old SNES Disney games and stuff like that, which are a lot of fun. Like there's a mini Mickey Mouse Funhouse kind of thing that I've played.
But there's not, and they're Disney games.
Yeah.
But they're like in
But it's never been a
that's like the 90s.
Think about it.
80s.
Think about just the sheer amount of shit that Disney now owns.
Yeah, they don't care.
They own everything.
They're like one of the biggest. They're one of the. I think they are the biggest media
in entertainment. Like they would be the biggest.
Entertainment is true.
Yeah,
I was gonna say media. Then I'm like, that's completely a lie because Google is classified as an.
So yeah,
Facebook.
They don't care. I don't know. I say they don't care. I don't know if they care. Maybe they do. Maybe they don't. But in their position, that loss is something that they can very easily wear and just let it be.
Whatever.
It's just
I guess their perspective, they're like, well, no one else is making Star Wars games, so
so it doesn't matter.
Having said that, though, I feel like under LucasArts, they made so many good goddamn games. So many good games. There were a lot of misses, though. Let's be honest.
Absolutely.
There were some big misses during that time. But realistically, you had like, 16 or so games.
Yeah, the amount of games that they released.
That Battlefield 1 and 2 have been released in. And you know what? You have 50% hits, 50% misses. That's still eight solid games compared to EA's 0.
50% hit is a good amount.
Yeah.
Like, there's like Jedi Academy. There's just all of those
Jedi Outcast and Academy games are good.
So it's just
and Force Unleashed and Republic Commando
Yeah.
and just some insane shit that even games based on the prequels were good. Like, this is the level, like, those games were better than the movies were.
Pod racing.
Well, that's probably a little bit older. That is 64. That is quite old.
Oh, God.
That is showing our age on that one. But yeah, I was just saying Force Unleashed. I was trying to look at the actual the developers on this. Because I remember actually we remember when we were in university and we actually one of our guest speakers was, and they came in and did a demo of Force Unleashed, the first one.
Oh.
Yeah.
Shit.
And I'm trying to remember, I was like, were they Australian devs? They mustn't be, but
I don't imagine they would have.
But yeah, apparently. So I remember getting like the actual presentation for our class and stuff and being like, holy shit.
This is kind of cool.
Because it was our course on game engine, like how physics engines work.
Oh yeah,
because that game like had made some huge steps in physics.
And
yeah,
okay.
But yeah. So again, games, like excellent kind of story and graphics comparable at the time, and some cool things about physics engines, and also the fact that you could play Dark Jedi and then run around and like kill stormtroopers and kill everything and
kill 10-year-olds at the academy.
Kill all Jedi those younglings. Those younglings are mine, damn it.
Or run into the Sand People village and kill all of them too.
But yeah, so I think that was...
Man, Anakin was a dickhead. There's something wrong with that kid.
So yeah, it's one of my... It's funny because there's some people I know that like love Anakin so much. I'm like, don't know how that works. But okay. But yeah, so I think that probably covers our... like an EA, Disney.
So
that was just a conglomeration of a topic.
We just brought it all into the one conversation. Just like
slammed all. Well, actually, it segues quite nicely
from one piece to another. We have gone for a little bit. Let's wrap it up with our last topic.
We can go for our... Every time you're going to hear us is going to be our Smash Corner or name pending.
Let's wrap it up with a little bit of Smash.
Oh my god. Okay, so we've been playing as usual.
I am yet to play any of you guys. I still want to play against you guys just because...
I'm right here.
It's like, it's going to happen. We're in the same room.
I'm right here, baby.
We're in the same room. But the only thing you guys have been talking about over the last week on our Smash Discord channel has been the release of Piranha Plant.
Piranha Plant. He is legit one of my mains now. He is so good.
I still don't have him. Like
you don't have.
I don't have him.
Did you buy the game early enough?
Nah.
Just buy him, dude. Yeah. Get the DLC. He's just fun. He's a fun player. Do you actually know how much he is for to actually buy the character?
It wouldn't be a lot.
Whatever.
We can look it up. It's not.
Get him.
So I'm keen. I've seen a little bit of gameplay with him, and he just has a lot of quirky, different moves.
He has a lot of troll bullshit. Is what he has.
He's basically the new not Bowser Jr.
He's not quite as trolly as Bowser Jr.
Bowser Jr. was definitely the trolly introduction of the previous incarnation.
Okay, so Piranha Plant has some really cool mechanics. He actually is a very well-rounded fighter, which steers him away from the gimmicky fighters like Bowser Jr., Duck Hunt Duo, or even characters like Isabelle.
Yeah.
Isabelle, complete trash character.
I do not like Isabelle. Except that friggin' fishing rod.
Her fishing rod is like S tier, man. Her fishing rod is just what memes are made of.
It's
amazing.
The first time
it's the only good thing she has. Her Lloyd Rocket sucks. Her up smash sucks. Everything sucks. Her recovery is good, but that's just what Villager has. Like, there's no reason to use... Like, there's zero reason you would ever pick Isabelle over Villager if she didn't have that insane grab.
The first time I played against her, I was just like, oh, new character. Let's see. Let's play against her. And then I was like halfway across the map, like just trying to recover or something. And then something just hooks me and like flings me. I was just like, what the hell just happened? I legitimately did not see the fishing rod or anything like that. It was just because it was like I had no idea what was going on.
You can the funniest ones that I see is people like when they're off the stage and they fishing hook someone that is edge guarding them, and they hold him and throw him and bounce him underneath the stage and shoot him down. It's just like, okay, fucking, we're done here. And then because you have such great recovery, you're just like, and recover
and
up,
fly,
and I'm good.
And you're like balloons.
Just get the fuck out. Like ridiculous bullshit with that character. But Piranha Plant is way more rounded than that. He has some gimmicky crap in there.
Yeah.
But realistically, you can play him. He's a solid character.
And he's got good edge guard and stuff as well.
He's an edge guard character.
Yeah.
All of his specials, or everything is based around him harassing people around on edge guards.
Yeah.
But it's also awesome is that you can jump off and down tilt and meteor people.
Yeah.
Because he's like really good. But realistically, you probably don't have to. You can probably just stand there and just throw spiky balls at them and kill them. Like, there's not it's not that difficult, man. It's really not that hard. But it's very fun. Piranha Plant's great. I've been playing some new characters as well.
Yeah.
I've been playing Samus.
Dark Samus
They're
specifically.
the same. They're the same
Samus,
character.
yeah.
Dark Samus is just edgier, and I like it more.
Dark Samus floats about as opposed to runs about.
Yes. Yeah. It literally animations is like there are some inconsequential changes that doesn't change anything
minor
at all.
tweaks.
But Dark Samus, man, you got Samus as well. They both
Yeah.
got that dunk, that sweet dunk.
Just
Like that down tilt is just like it literally. I've KO'd people at 0, and it feels so good. It feels so good. You just literally, I've grabbed them, thrown off the edge, shot,
jumped
hopped,
over.
dunk, and that's just like it. Yeah,
Goodbye.
great.
I am keen to actually find a new character to really get invested with.
You are a big Link player.
I'm very
aren't you?
much still
You
a
love
Link player. Like, it's always just been my
Fun.
most well-rounded fun player because he's probably one of the most versatile players.
He is.
He's got good range. He's got good close combat moves. He's got good
His
grabs.
recovery's fun.
He's got solid recovery.
Well, his recovery also is a good attack as well.
Yeah.
Which is also a big
which
plus.
is fairly rare because most recoveries tend not to be.
No, they're not.
So, but like with all these million characters available, I'm like, I think it's time I find at least maybe a secondary and a third kind of a main character to play as. Because when was it? Like maybe 2 years ago now, where we'd always play on 3DS and whatnot. Every time we played, I played random. Like random was my go-to
You say whatever.
response, and I was okay. Like I was never really good with every character, but I could generally
reasonable.
play well.
You know what they were doing.
Yeah. So like I still enjoy doing that, but at the same time I was like, okay, let me find someone that is like I just vibe with and just get damn good with them.
Well, there's not many people like in our group that are playing. I think everyone is playing roughly in the same pool of characters. Like we've all got experience. Like Carl's favorite at the moment is K. Rool.
Yeah.
And I really enjoy playing K. Rool as well. He'd be in my probably top 5.
Yeah.
He's solid.
I have not played K. Rool at all.
He's not my best.
I've got him, but I have not played him.
He's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
He's so much fun. But so I think and Ben loves playing Crom, and I've also been playing heaps of Crom, and I'm like, yeah, it's cool. He's a good character. He's enjoyable.
I tend to avoid all the Fire Emblem characters.
We'll do the Fire Emblem characters. Have actually gotten really buffed.
There's like
in this
10
game.
of them.
Dude, Marth and Crom are like legit now.
Yeah.
They're like absolutely, and Lucina as well, like way better than they were.
Okay.
Obviously Crom, because Crom wasn't in the last one
Previously.
but Lucina and Marth are way better in this than they were in 4.
Yeah.
Way better.
Okay.
Yep. They can actually kill people. They can actually do
They're
damage.
worth
Yeah.
playing.
Yeah, you don't have to hit them 50 times.
Talking
before they
about
do
K.
damage.
Rool, I saw a funny comic where it was just like he's getting into the showers with a bunch of other just like Nintendo characters, and then he takes
This already is starting weird.
No. I realized how weird it sounded when I started it, but it's just like he takes his crown off, and puts it to the side, and then he takes his chest and stomach off, like the
armor.
yeah,
Like that kind
and then
of...
everyone's just like, "What the fuck?" I was like, "What? It's the same material as my crown. Did you think my chest and stomach were gold or something like that?" So I just thought that was a little bit funny. It's just because I never thought about it. It's just like, wait, yes, duh.
Yeah, absolutely. That is
like
armor
a
he's
breastplate.
wearing. Yeah.
Like it is not his stomach at all. But anyway.
But yeah, so who do you think you'll pick up next?
Who do I have lined up?
Who have you been playing in random and being like, oh, there's maybe some potential here?
I'm thinking maybe a big character, potentially Incineroar. Just because I like
Ben's
Incineroar.
been playing some Incineroar as well.
Having said that, I haven't played any Incineroar. I just like the look of Incineroar. But so I'll give that a try. See how I feel about it.
I think K. Rool will suit you then because he's literally heavier Incineroar.
Yeah. Also, the thing is, I don't care for heavy characters as a whole. Like Ganon, Donkey Kong, and whatnot. I've just been like, I can play them, but I'm not a big fan.
Heavy
of
characters are actually better in this game than they have been in a very long time. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
it could be a good
like
opportunity.
Donkey Kong, usable.
Yeah.
K. Rool, really good.
Yeah.
And there's a whole bunch of other characters that are heavies that are like, well, they've got stuff like K. Rool has a heavy. His recovery is like one of the best.
Because he's got like a
recoveries in the
helicopter thing pop out
and
of
like
his
that shit
crown or
just
whatever,
didn't
right?
exist before. Like heavy characters were like just not that, honestly, not that good.
Yeah.
Especially at a competitive level, just not that
Fair
good.
enough.
But you can use them now.
So the other one that I started playing a little bit, but I was just like, nah, not for me, just because they're piss weak, was Zero Suit Samus. Like, she's super quick, good combos and whatnot, but it's a pain in the ass trying to trying to knock someone out. So I don't know. I think I need to play a fair bit more before I can really like line up what it is that I want to focus on.
Yeah. I've been trying really hard to get good at Sonic, and I think I've given up. I'm like, you know what? He was top tier in 4.
Yeah,
and he still sees a fair amount of play now.
Yeah,
I think he's seeing less and less now because heavies
kind of just
are a thing.
Yeah,
well, heavies are a viable alternative now.
Yeah,
and so beforehand it was like we need where you can't have heavies, then people go fast. Because you can't do heavy. So people go fast. And
that little speed advantage was always useful.
Yeah, and so Sonic's always a good pick. And he still has some good stuff, but realistically, like, he's fucking hard too. Like, you really got to get into to playing that.
Yeah.
So I was like, man, I don't know. Piranha Plan's fun. And dude, that's the thing, I actually won a couple of really funny matches against Carl and Ben yesterday. As Bowser Jr. and I was laughing the whole way. Like, I think in the enjoyment of that, like, you can take it seriously and kind of really get into it, be like, who am I maining? Who am I doing this and this? Yeah. And then there's times where you can just be Bowser Jr. and drop a clown car on everyone, kill, and literally double kill people. And I was
with
like,
a clown
this
car.
is the best. This is the fun game.
For me, that's what Smash has always been, though. Like, I don't think I've ever played Smash competitively or seriously. It's always against you guys, just lunchtimes mucking around or whatever the case has been. So keen to get back into the swing of things. Where are we? We've almost hit the hour mark. Wrap it up. Any recommendations? I feel like I know exactly what we're going to be recommending, but to wrap it up, our usual go-to sort of a topic right at the end of things. Anything that you would like to recommend for people?
So I would say go on a cruise. No, I won't.
I would back that up.
So my recommendation is give Apex Legends a go. From what I've seen, it's pretty fun. Also, Anthem. Seriously, get ready for Anthem in a week and a half. Yeah. That will be like, self-confessed Destiny tragic. Like, obviously, I'm going to enjoy it, but I think they've actually brought. The game won't kill Destiny for me. I'm still going to play Destiny. Yeah. But I think this is just a fun, different enough game that I'm going to enjoy that as well. And I'm going to be playing with the same clan that I play with Destiny with. So, like, I'm really going to enjoy this. Sweet. So I think that'll be fun. If you're into those MMO shooters, go for it. Like, Anthem looks good. Go for it. I might be wrong. Don't hold me to it if it turns out to be shit. But if by all purposes... looks fine.
You're going to be getting hate mail and tweets when it falls to shit. People telling you to kill yourself for recommending such a shit game. Okay, so for me, obviously, all the topics that we've talked about with Anthem, Apex Legends. I'm always so close to saying Apex Predator every time I say
Predator. That's what I thought the game was called. I was like, why the fuck would you call it? I thought the game was just called Apex. And I was like, Apex Legends? I was like, I don't understand. They actually use that terminology all the time in the game. And I'm like, I don't understand.
It's like, what does it mean?
They're trying to become Apex Legends. And I'm like, what the fuck does that mean?
What are you talking about? Yeah.
But it means Apex Predator, but like a legend.
A legendary Apex Predator.
Just call them something like weird. Anyway.
So those two along with Smash, obviously, but I'm going to kind of like go a little left field here. Have you seen the Valentine's Day special of Big Mouth?
I literally watched it right before you came over. I literally watched it about an hour and a half ago as we're filming this.
I watched the like last night before.
How good is Big Mouth? Man, we should do a fucking thing on that.
Such a good... Like, it was a double episode.
Yeah, so it made me sad because it said new Big Mouth coming early, like coming in fall 2019. Yeah, and then I did the math then I was like, wait, that means spring in Australia. Yeah, fuck, I'm gonna have to wait till the end of the year.
Away. Still a good 6 months away.
Still though, I love that show so much.
That was fantastic. So
Valentine's special's great.
Watch it. So when you're not playing all these games that you clearly listen to us recommend and do exactly what we say,
do it.
Watch if you haven't watched Big Mouth as like the show, What's
It's
it
the
called?
best- it's-
Watch at your own discretion. Yeah, viewer discretion advised.
I mean, it's very crude. It won't be for everyone.
Crude is an
but
understatement.
it also has a heart. It's not like it's not a show that makes crude humor for cheap laughs.
Yeah.
They have a really solid point, and it's really solid writing,
and I think
which makes you laugh harder because you're not laughing because
It's
the
well
joke
done.
is shit. It's
a good joke.
It's a really bad joke about like premature ejaculation, but it'll have some other thing behind it where you kind of like in the context of the episode. It's
fits.
almost heartwarming to be laughing
fits.
about premature ejaculation. All right. It's very funny.
The quality is absolutely consistent. The one thing I actually kind
I've
of
never disliked
realized,
an episode.
I have not either. But what I realized is season 1 is significantly more tame than season 2.
Yeah, they got
Because
real balls to the wall with season 2.
Season 1 was just like, we have this kind of crazy out there
Season 1
idea.
though. Season 1, scene 1, episode 1, season 1 is pretty like it fucking sets the stage though for the show.
Oh, yeah.
So you watch the show, and if you don't like literally the first 2 minutes, then don't bother.
Probably don't watch the rest
Because
of it.
2 minutes in, they really be like, okay, this is what the show's about, guys.
Like,
if you like the joke that we've given you in the first 2 minutes, keep watching. Otherwise, just feel free to turn on something else.
Do not get the wrong impression here, people.
Oh
This is not a family friendly show. But the thing is, season 1, like I said, is definitely more tame than 2 because they're like, we're gonna go out there, but let's not get too crazy. Let's see how it pans out. Let's see how it works. Let's see how people respond. Oh, people like this. Excellent. Let's do everything that we wanted to do. And they just go nuts in season 2.
Yeah.
It is fantastic. Anyway, that is my recommendation. If you have nothing else to add, Adam, I think we can wrap it up there.
Nope.
Fantastic. Okay, so thank you all very, very much for listening to us mumble and ramble and just go on and on about all the awesome shit that we look forward to. And again, without a doubt, looking forward to Anthem. Super keen to get Apex Legends all up in my face. And keen to just get some Smash Bros happening. So if there's anything else that you guys are keen to do, see, play, watch, whatever the case may be, and you want to share it with us, let us know. Jump onto our Discord, jump into the conversations, jump into the Smash channel, jump into the D&D channels, jump into wherever it is that you want to be a part of our little community. Let us know what's on your mind, what you think of any of these games that we've just talked about, what you think of Big Mouth, whatever it is. Jump in there and just share. We would love for you to share your thoughts and feels with us.
Yeah.
But similarly, jump onto our YouTube channel, check out some of our other stuff. If there's any games that you think we should play or do let's plays of, let us know, and we'll give it a try. But yeah, we'll leave it at that.
Yep.
Thanks a lot, guys, and see you guys later.
Bye.
Bye.
Huh.